All right, guys. Name is Tyler, aka Nanogenix, and today, guys, we are talking about Super Android 17, a brand new God Lead coming to Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, the Japanese version on the 1st, and depending on your location, your time zone, so forth, more than likely on the 31st for you. So let's talk about this brand new unit. We actually will be talking about two other brand new units and some Dokkan Awakens as well, but I want to talk about this brand new TUR God Lead because, yes, he does share the same leader type skill that we've seen from Cooler, Vegeta, Goku, and, well, both Gokus. So let's go ahead and let's just hop right on into this guy. We'll talk about some team building with him, which I think I'm personally going to struggle with, just because of the AGL units I have. But let's just go ahead, guys. Let's hop in. I know I'm a little bit late to the game on this. Unfortunately, I've been at work all day, so I'm a little bit late on getting this video up. In case you're wondering, like, Nano, what the crap? Why didn't you get this up like 12 hours ago? That's kind of why, guys. So let's go ahead. Let's hop in, guys. Let's hop in. AGL Super 17. Leader skill is Extreme Agility, types Key +3, HP attack and defense 120% up. Sound familiar? Super AGL types Key +1, HP attack and defense 50% up. Passive is reduce incoming damage by 40%. So that's going to be super attacks. It's going to be basic attacks. That is maybe where he's going to shine a little bit. And plus 30% attack for each time he gets attacked. So obviously in a situation where you're going to run him on a boss battle, which is pretty much about the main things you're going to play at this point in time in the game, obviously it's going to be fairly easy to get that to that 120%. But we'll talk about that in a second as well. Super attack is his electric hell sphere, which is immense damage and reduces defense greatly. His links are Android Assault, Fear and Faith, Fusion, Nightmare, GT, Shocking Speed, and of course being a TUR, a Dokkan Fest, and everything else TUR, Fierce Battle. I shouldn't keep saying Dokkan Fest because there's plenty of URs that are now TURs that have that Fierce Battle link. So before we move on to the other two androids, let's talk about this guy a little bit. Let's talk about clearly one of his best matchups. Is obviously the Agl Androids, and that's where I'm going to struggle, and I've got to get to work, and I'm already getting to work. Just throughout the day, I've been trying to get ready to get my androids to a super attack 20. I wanted to get them awakened. I didn't think I would ever use them, and to be honest, I haven't until now when I want to pull this card and use them. My androids are not sitting at super attack 20, which is not a very good thing for an LR card, especially not a free-to-play LR card such as them. So now I'm sitting in a place where I need to get them. I need to get them to SA20 ASAP. They link up amazingly with him. Their buff from him is going to be incredible. They're going to almost easily do 1,000,000 damage when you get their full super attack off, which I believe is a 24 key super. It's either a 20 key or it's a 24 key. I think it's 24. You guys can correct me down below, but I know it's either one of the two. So with them and this guy, you're going to do a lot of damage. Plus, thinking about like what Rose is going to be able to do with this guy. Oh yeah, my like 70% Rose. I will friggin' take it, guys. So the thing here, though, and a lot of things I've got to see throughout the community, because I actually do kind of have the pleasure of making this video a little bit later than what I would naturally do it, since these guys normally don't get dropped in the middle of the day for me, usually at night, and I can make these videos and get them out for you guys a lot quicker. But a lot of things I've been seeing, around is the limitation to his passive. So instead of just, getting the nice, decent attack boost, say Vegeta has or something of that nature, you have to actually block first. So you have to block with him, and every time he gets blocked, he gets 120% boost. I feel like because of that particular mechanic, they could have easily made that maybe a max of 150, not just 120. Because also, like, if you're doing boss rush with this dude, each time you get out of a boss battle and move to the next, that's going to reset. So you're going to be back down to a 0% on his passive, and you're going to then have to max it back up to 120 by blocking with him, which you are going to block with him, right? Because he does have reduces incoming damage by 40%. So that's going to be super attacks and basic attacks. So that is going to help out with blocking super attacks tremendously. I kind of thought he would have, because it looks like in his actual boss battle that we'll be doing, he can absorb ki blasts and heal for it, is what it appears. I don't know that we've had any official translation for that, but that does appear to be what it's going to be. But I kind of thought they would do something similar to that with him on this actual card, but it doesn't look like that's what they're doing, just reducing incoming damage by 40%. So You know, I do think he's probably is just alone, not including his team, which I still, for me personally, I'm not going to have a very strong extreme team. My main units are going to be LR Androids if I can get them to SA20 as soon as possible, and Rose besides him. So I'm definitely going to be looking to pull one of these Android 17s we're about to talk about. But let's actually, let's just go ahead. Let's hop in. Let's hop into these other 2 units. And we'll come back and we'll talk about the team as a whole in a moment. So the next unit that we're getting is a brand new Intelligence Hellfighter Android 17. Leader skills Int and Fizz types key +3, HP attack and defense 30% up. Passive is when attacking or when facing one enemy, key +2 and attack 90% up, which is actually pretty solid. Super attack is supreme damage and a rare chance to stun, which is not bad for intelligence, especially once the extreme intelligence is here. Links are Android Assault, Fear and Faith, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Shocking Speed, GT, Fierce Battle. Also, too, something I didn't say and I need to do real quick. Huge shout out to, obviously, the subreddit. I do this and I give a shout out to them in almost every video I make like this where we have translations. Qualisan is the one who translated this, so shout out to him and shout out to the subreddit, and I'll put a link down in the description below. You guys can go check it out if you want as well. So, not a bad intelligence unit, especially once, honestly, I guess you could almost pull him, get him awakened, and try him out on an intelligence team right now. Especially if you actually have the Gohan, because the Gohan is only missing 30% from what we assume the extreme type or even super types will be for intelligence. So if you have LR Gohan, you could probably give this guy a solid run for your money. I mean, you're gonna be losing some links unless you're running, you know, Buhan, which you're going to be. You're gonna be mixing some stuff up. Right? You can run Buhan, you can run the intelligence, GT Super Baby 2. But yeah, anyway, so that is the new Intelligence Hellfighter Android 17. Let's move on to another card I'm going to want to pull because of my struggles from before, which is the AGL Android 17, which has a leader skill of AGL and Int type key +3, attack and HP, defense 30% up. Passive is AGL and Int type key +2. That's a pretty solid passive, guys. That's actually a pretty nice passive because not only does he have that, but he also has attack and defense 25% up. So this guy is actually pretty solid of a card. Super attack does supreme damage and lowers defense greatly, so that's another nice little thing to have when running an extreme mono AGL team. Links are Android Assault, Fear and Faith, Twin Terrors, The Innocence, Nightmare, Infinite Energy, and Fierce Battle. So that was what I was going to say, is I'm going to actually, if I pull, assuming I will pull the Super 17, if I do pull him, I will almost indefinitely also need to pull this other new Android 17 because I was taking a look at my units and I do have the Bojack, which is about to get a rebirth, or rebirth, Dokkan Awaken, whatever you guys want to call it, the intelligence, the AGL Bojack, as well as the strength, but that doesn't do us a whole lot of good here. We're gonna stay in the realm of AGL. So the AGL Bojack is about to get a Dokkan Awaken. And that guy will probably be one of my units, and also will baby Janemba. I'm really lacking on it. I went and looked at my Extreme AGL units, and I went and looked at my Super AGL units, and my Super AGL units, I've got to scroll like forever, and my Extreme I can see on like one page in like 2 rows. So I'm just like, dang, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I may end up even having to run Kid Buu. I don't know. I need to really take a look, and I'm really hoping I can pull both of those units. I wouldn't mind, obviously, the Intelligence Hellfighter Android 17 as well, but if I can pull 2 things, it's obviously going to want to be Super Android 17 and the AGL TUR 17 as well. So those 2 are going to be like absolutely staple units because they are going to link up so well with your LR Androids, which are going to do a lot of your damage on that team, as well as Rose is going to do a ton of damage on that team. So for me, my team, when I was looking at it, we're going to assume I'm able to pull these. My team is probably looking like this. Obviously, double Super Android 17 leads. Again, this is my team. This is the units I personally have available to me. So them, I need to get my, I then need to get my LR Androids to, at minimum, Super Attack 10, but preferably Super Attack 20, which is going to be a lot of grinding out very, very soon. So I may need to do some streams and farm up some medals. I don't know, guys. So obviously, that's going to be one of my staple units, besides my double leads. Then, again, like I said, we're assuming I'm able to pull that 17, so that's 17. So that's 3 of my 6 units right now. Then I will obviously have Rose, because my Rose is doing some solid damage. And then I will probably try out the Bojack, assuming the Bojack will be pretty good. And then Baby Janemba, because I'm missing another staple unit that I saw Zenrot mentioned. And I also saw, not saw, but I watched Alex's analysis video, which you guys can go check that out as well. Alex does some pretty solid, the Gaming Claw, sorry, if you're not familiar with Gaming Claw. And he mentioned running the World Tournament Cooler. Both of them did. And I don't have that card. So I'm missing out on some decent Extreme AGL units. I hate that I'm missing out on that World Tournament Cooler, but I am. It is what it is. So my Extreme AGL team is not going to be maybe a solid, but then again, I never know. You never know until you test them out. That's what I like to say in a lot of these videos. You never know until you actually get the cards and you're able to test them out and see them for yourselves. So I'm looking forward to pulling on this banner. I'm looking forward to doing some content over these units. I'm very ready to try them out. I'm very ready to give the Agl Androids an actual run. Because I used them like twice. I didn't really care for them. They don't link up as well as I would like for them to, and I was never getting off their max super. So I don't know. I'm ready to try this out because with the links you're gonna get from that new the passive of +2 key, all the links and everything else, I think you're gonna be able to do some damage with the Agl Androids here, and I think you're gonna be able to do some damage with the Super Saiyan Rose Goku. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see what a Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black can do with plus 120% leads, giving him that boost. That's gonna be awesome, guys. So anyways, these are the 3 brand new units coming to this game. We also have some Dokkan Awakens we'll talk about maybe in another video very, very soon. Guys who are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed this nice little kind of talk we had between one another, because I do want to hear back from you guys down in the comment section below on what you guys think. Then consider that like button as well. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. Keep on keeping on, guys. And we will see you guys. I've said guys so much lately. It's ridiculous. But we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.